watch it. All right, donation deck numero dos. This is Enigmatic Incarnation, Fires Enigmatic. Very similar to what we've seen before. Derek Davis top-baited the Pro Tour with. This is a little bit different. We're playing a Black Splash, which not a lot of people do. There are versions that play all 5 colors for like Leyline Binding and stuff, but we're actually playing black cards here. We have Sheoldred the Apocalypse, Callous Bloodmage, and Atraxa. Now, these are all cards that you can just search off of Enigmatic Incarnation, so you don't necessarily have to cast them, but we are playing black mana to be able to cast them as, just more utility that you can get off Incarnation. The rest of the deck list is pretty stock. The second Moon-Blessed Cleric is gone. People usually play 2 copies. I'm not the biggest fan of this card, but it's nice to have 1 to tutor for us. You can go like Fires Incarnation, sack a 2, get Cleric, put Binding on top, next turn Binding, sack Binding, get a 7-drop. That's the common line with Cleric, but you don't really need the second one, and drawing it's not that great, so... We're playing 1 Destiny Spinner. Some versions don't have a 2-drop, but I like having 1 2-drop to be able to, like, in Game 1 situations when Chain of the Rocks is bad, you want to be able to use your Chain of the Rocks if you have Incarnation, and then sack it to get a Spinner. And Spinner is good against pretty much all of the decks that Chain is dead against, which is Control, so it makes all your stuff uncounterable, so I like that. And the rest of the deck is pretty stock. Where the 7-drops, we're choosing to play 3 of them. Some of them don't play in Atraxa, they just play Titan Agent, but I like having access to Atraxa because it is a big lifelinker, helps you win races. The rest of this deck's pretty stock. The Elesh, Kenrith, Cav, Gargaroth, that kind of stuff. And sideboard is mostly stock as well. We're going with a couple of copies of Fry instead of Rending Volley to be able to kill stuff like Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, things like that. And 1 Chandra because Control. So, there you go. Alright, Batu's been playing a lot of green lately. Sand is not great. Yeah, the idea behind Hanged Executioner is that all of your other cards that would normally kill a creature have an ETB trigger, so they get shut off by Elesh Norn, and the point of Executioner is that it's a creature that can kill Elesh without having to have like an ETB trigger. So that's the idea behind it. Okay, this hand is fine. Do I want to keep Archon of the Opener against green? Assuming that's what they're playing. Get put back. Chance they're not playing green. Okay, got you, Panda. Certainly keeping. I think I have to put back a 3-drop. Yeah. I mean, Archon is slightly better against green, but... Question, if you knew, like, okay, let's say this was open deck list, and you knew 100% they were playing green, would you keep the Archon? Okay, well, they've been basically playing only green for the last couple of weeks, so... Any deck suggestions for someone just getting into Pioneer? Tilt. Depends on... So, like, okay, do you play other formats as? And if so, what do you usually play in those other formats? Because, like, I think there are, like, depending on your playstyle, there's good decks at each of those. Like, if you like aggro decks, there's Mono White and Gruul. If you like control decks, Blue White's not bad. If you like mid-range, then Rakdos is great. If you like combo, you can play Lotus Field, Mono Green, like Mono Black Control and Standard, then you would probably like Rakdos. Now, I will say, Rakdos happens to be the most expensive deck in Pioneer, so it's a bit of a, it's a bit of a jump, but if you have some or most of the cards, then you would probably enjoy Rakdos quite a bit. If you're looking for, like, a pure budget option, probably maybe, like, Mono White. But Mono White's a little more aggressive, so... You can play Mono Black and Pioneer. Yeah, people do play Mono Black and Pioneer. It's not bad. Rakdos cost is, like, 50% Sheoldred. Yeah. That is true. So if you already have the Sheoldreds, then... like, if you have Sheoldreds from Mono Black and Standard, then maybe you're good to go. Yeah, Rakdos is great. 4 Leyline of Combustion main deck. I saw somebody 5-0 League with that. I don't know if I really love it, but... I don't know if I love it. It was a bad storm, yeah, but they hit Karn. So how bad was it, really? How do I win this game? I can go Haven Cleric, put Enigmatic on top. Run Stonebrain. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. Oh, I guess whatever I put on top, they're just gonna Karn, right? Stonebrain. Oh, shit. Could go Haven Fable, maybe? Probably have to go Haven Fable. I don't know if it was right, but I tilted the shit up a Scam player by opening Leyline Combustion. Good Modern, yeah. Good against Scam. Blue-White Spirits got second in the Super Qualifier. Spirits is great. Oh yeah, I didn't change the title. Hold on. Forgot to change the title, my bad. Thank you. Just played the Haughty Djinn deck. You missed it. Yes, that you may. Assume they get Stonebrain, right? Well, we're not going to be able to draw Enigmatic, so I'm assuming they're going to name it with Stonebrain. Get Meyer also. Oh, Haywire I might? Yeah. So now we have to find, like, Skyclave to kill the Karn. Man, I thought that people were done playing Mono Green because they realized how boring it was. You could take Binding. Yeah, I guess I could draw Binding for Karn, too. It's the third time we played against Mono Green today. Yeah, it had a pretty low win rate at the PT. I mean, I'm not even sure that it's, like, as good as it nearly as good as it used to be. People are certainly prepared for it. Sounds good, AC Wolf. Have a good time, buddy. Oh, wait, that's good, right? Because I can go Fires, Kenrith, activate Kenrith, and then kill Karn. No, the Fires is good. The Fires lets me kill Karn. Fires Bloodmage. Why would I have Bloodmage? Need a 5th land. You want a Bloodmage to get the Storm, but then they still have a Karn in play, right? Yeah, but they still have Karn. Yeah, I guess they're both bad for me, but... Edor, thank you very much for that Twitch Prime. I appreciate that. Chat, don't forget if you have Amazon Prime and you link your Twitch to your Amazon account, get 1 free Prime subscription per month. Maybe I just discard Cleric? Oh, okay, so you want to go Fires, Bloodmage, Eat the Storm, Haste the Reunion, send both at Karn. They trade for Bloodmage, but Karn goes to 1. I gotcha. That makes sense, yeah, that makes sense. So we don't need this, they don't need this Cleric. So we go... Oh, I needed a land. Yeah, I needed a land to do that. Because we only have 4 lands to play. Oh, no, I have the Haven. Right, I have the Haven. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. I forgot about the Haven. Okay. Right. Gotcha. Yeah, I needed a land at Kenrith, but I forgot about the Haven. So, I mean, this Karn goes to 1, and they don't have much left. They have a lair, but that's it. Right, Karn goes to 1, they have a lair. Sure, they'll just draw a Cav, but... They never brick in these spots. Alright. Got a brick. Okay, land for Kenrith is nice. Oh wait, this is actually absurd, right? Because now I can go Kenrith Cav, haste, copy Cav. So let's go... Yeah, Kenrith, Cav. So we're going to blow up the Karn, I think. I might have just had lethal, right? I might have had lethal. Question is, do I also blow up the Kiora? Cut them off a lot of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's worth it, right? So we can go blow up Kiora. I could do it on... Well, no, if I wait for it, they just get to go tap mana, untap immediately, right? The question is, do I have any good attacks? No, because they have the lair. So let's just go... I'm going to go to my end step and make a copy of it. Right? Yeah, I think I might have had lethal that turn. So I'm going to go to my end step. Copy the Cav, so I can have the Cav on their turn. Pump 2. Yeah, I think I might have thrown lethal there. I think I probably had lethal. I think it'll be fine, but... Yeah, it'll be fine. Cool. Cool. That was a sick game. That was a really sick game. We won after getting Stone Brain for Incarnation. Sheesh. Alright, what do we want against Mono Green? I want Alpine Moon for Nykthos, I think. I could bring in Radiant Flames just to kill their elves, but I don't know if that's worth it. Yeah, I'm doing yours third, JK Torborg, if you're cool with that. Would you bring in Temporary Lockdown against them? It hits... Attack with Cavalier token, then we have 5 for rebuy the 4/6. Oh, if they double block the 4/6? Yeah, sure. Lockdown hits Elves and Haven. This is round 1. There's no way Gargaroth is good against them, right? I think I'm going to cut the Gargaroth. I'm going to cut the Spinner as well. I want to cut one more card and bring in both lockdowns. Does Sheoldred ever come up against them? Bitter Reunion is really good in this deck. It's so good with Fable. I want to cut one more card and bring in the 2 lockdowns. Maybe the second Mimic. Let's try that. Said we were the same. Bring in Rest in Peace Moonflame's lockdown. But what are you cutting then, Gomer? Amazing with Agent. Yeah, but I don't really think you ever need the second Mimic. We already have one to search for. I don't think the second one comes up that much. This hand is... Oh, wait, this is awkward. Shit. I think it's still fine. I'm going to keep it. Bringing in Rip seems loose. Yeah, Rip is a little loose, I think. Like, I guess that it gets their Storm, but you have Incarnation to get Bloodmage to get their Storm too, right? This is one of the hands of all time. It certainly is one of the hands of all time. That is a true statement. Very, very true statement. You want lockdown against mono white, right? If I draw white source, I can just not cast the presence on 2. It's also possible I just never cast the lockdown. Oh, this is a plains. Yeah, you're right. Plays with the oil lands, doesn't even know what they are. Plays with the oil lands, doesn't even know what they are. So yeah, I couldn't even tell this was a plains. Alright, are we casting this presence? Yeah, it's not that bad, right? I still cantrip with it. Yeah, I might as well just cast it. Because again, there's a chance that I just don't even cast the lockdown next turn, depending on what they play. Yeah, well, if they're doing that, then... Yeah, we need the 4th land for Enigmatic too. That's, like, worst case scenario. So they get Stonebrain, and they still have enough for... Even if I kill both of these, they still have 4 mana. I was hoping this was, like, a Cav or something. Yeah. Well, they're gonna name Incarnation, which is not... It's, like, not the worst, because we still have Fires plus, like, other stuff to do. We can go, like, Fire Sheoldred to pressure the Karn. Stream Decker's not working. Stream Decker's not working, is it really? Seems to be working for me. Is that link not working? If I type in deck, yeah, it should be good. Team Plasma Gus, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Very, very generous of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Haywire might. Oh, they can still Stonebrain me. Sure, sure, sure. Okay. Rough. Yep. Yep. Well, again, we still just get to go Fires Sheoldred. So hopefully they don't have any leftovers, because they use the Karn to get Haywire Might this turn, so they can't get like anything big. I wonder, does that make you think they have a second Karn if they're getting the Haywire Might there? Because like if they don't have any gas left over, they probably wouldn't make that play. So I think that means they probably have some other gas left over. Needed the mana? No, they didn't. They had 1, 2, 3, plus the Cure was 4. They had enough to Stonebrain already. They didn't have to do that. The next play? Maybe, yeah. I think you just play Shelly. So you'll never win. Alright, what's your last card? What is your last card? I'm guessing it's Storm if they're doing it this way. It's gotta be Storm, right? Yeah. Alright, draw a Kenrith. I think Kenrith is probably our best draw. We can cycle Bloodmage and try and find it. We can also cycle Reunion. Yeah, White Cap would be good too. Okay, they have Karn, which can get Leveler, but they can't play it this turn. Another Lockdown would be really good too. Lockdown might be our best draw, because we get to go Lockdown and then kill the Karn. That's not bad. Work with that. So I think we lead on... This is tough. Well, here's the thing. I can actually triple spell, right? I can go Bloodmage, hit their graveyard, pick up Yorion, cast Yorion, blink Fires, and then still play the Binding, right? We could also just Reunion first instead of Bloodmage. Can I go Reunion? I don't have enough to go Reunion, Yorion, Bloodmage, Binding. I don't have quite enough mana. Oh, also, you know what I just realized? Well, I can leave the Presence in play. But if I blink the Presence with Yorion, I can't actually cast the Binding, because I only have 2 types in play right now. And I need 3 mana to pick up the Yorion, right? Isn't Binding free up the second Fires? Well, no, because my second spell is the Yorion, so I go Blood Mage for free, pick up Yorion for free, blink the Fires, and then I have 1 mana left over to play the Binding. Haste Yorion. The issue with hasting Yorion is I don't get to play the Blood Mage that way, right? Because if I go Bitter Reunion for free, pick up Yorion, cast Yorion, blink the Fires, land for turn... Oh, then I can haste and Binding? Is there any way I can keep them off of casting the Leveler? I don't think so, right? They just have too much mana. Like, even if I kill Kiora. Because I'm going to Binding Kiora, right? Because I can... Yeah, I think that's the line. I think we just Binding Kiora. And then hope to rip a second Binding. So let's go Bitter Reunion. I think I like this line. You Binding if they Leveler. Oh, like, you just don't want to cast the Binding of the Kiora. Well, they get the draw card, so I think it's worth it. I think. Okay, that's an interesting draw step. Get it back with Karn. I'm killing Karn this turn. Karn's dying with the Yorion. Figures on cast. Well, that's if they want to kill the Kiora. They're going to kill the Yorion, I think. Maybe not, though. Maybe I just save the Binding, actually. Is that what you're thinking? Save the Binding for the Leveler? Yeah, because then I can also Boseiju, right? So we go pick up Bird. Play Forest. Oh, but I can't play the Binding this turn, right? This is tough. It's a really tough turn. So we're going to sack the Reunion to give the Yorion haste. To kill the Karn. The question is, do I even want to cast the Binding? Oh, you know what I could do? I could let them resolve Leveler, Boseiju Leveler, and then Blood Mage their graveyard, which is the Storm and the Leveler. That's a way better line, right? Yeah, okay, so let's just do this. Let's blink the Presence... and nothing else. Because I'm not going to cast... Oh, am I going to cast the Binding? Because if I'm doing that... No, because I want to Boseiju. So let's just blink Presence. Let's blink Presence. Let's go... Sack Reunion. This kills Karn. This attacks Kiora. Yeah, this is fine. I know I can Boseiju for one. What the hell happened to Moto? Y'all see that? Jane's good too. And you can still find somebody with me. I don't know if this changes the math, but Leveler is on cast. Yeah, Leveler's on cast. No, it's fine. I drew the Chained. It's fine. I have Chained and Binding. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I Boseiju that. Because I have 2 of these that kill the Leveler. Sideboard cut Garg, Spinner, Bitter, Fable Pool. Garg, Spinner, Bitter, Fable Pool. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree with not bringing in Flames. I do agree with that. Funny, not mandatory. Or it is mandatory, excuse me, not a May. Ooh, that's not bad either. So let's go... I think we go Chain to... Ooh. I only have 1 Mountain in play. This is awkward. Want a Cav to blow up Kiora? No, I can't let them have the Leveler. There's no way I can let them have this Leveler. I have to cast... I have to kill the Leveler for sure. Yeah, Chainsweeper with their Blast Zone. I could just cast Binding here. It's fine. So let's go tap land. Binding for free. Kill the Leveler. Yeah, I'm going to kill Leveler, exile their graveyard. I'll do this first. Attack Kiora, see if they want to block. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Blocking gives them more mana because they have Kiora plus the land, but I have a mountain? I do. But the issue is they also have a Blast Zone. That's why I'm playing the Binding. If I play Chain to the Rocks, and they can just sack their Blast Zone to get the Leveler back, right? Which I guess would kill their Elf anyways, but... I think just doing it this way is fine. The Leveler with Cap was better. Oh, because I could just exile their graveyard. Sure. So blow the Leveler with Cap, then exile their graveyard. Yeah, maybe you're right. Because it was essentially the same thing. But Chariot. Sheesh. Okay. Let's go Bitter first. Discard Fires. Then we can go Cav, blow up Chariot, maybe? Just blow up my own Power Stone. Yeah. And then no attacks. We're just going to play defense for a little bit. Let's try to get a little bit more pressure in play. I mean, we're pressuring them a little bit with the Sheoldred, but we're close today because of the snow, so I get to watch Dune today. Awesome, Quinn. Awesome. That's rough. Again, the draw isn't May. It is mandatory, so. Storm, Elf, Oath, Nissa, Karn. Okay, so they do have enough to storm, not this turn, but next turn. Not killing Kiora. How would I kill Kiora? Oh, kill Kiora with the Cav? Maybe. Maybe that was better. It's too many lines. Too many lines. Can I push for lethal? Not even close, right? I do have Storm in the graveyard, which is kind of sketchy. I think I should draw a card first. Let's see what we find. Well, I have a feeling that things are going to get a little dicey for us. We know they have the Blast Zone, but... Attack with Cav, get Reunion back. Well, they can just chump block the Cav. I think I'm just not going to attack. I also get more mana with the Troll if I do that, but maybe that's fine. They're likely to die to Sheoldred. No, because they can just tick up the Blast Zone here and just sack it for 4. Oh, they killed ones? Okay, a little bit surprised by that. Very surprised they didn't go for killing the Sheoldred there. I guess they wanted to try and hit a Nykthos. Yeah, they go to 4 here. But the issue is if they find Karn, they can just get Mightstone to kill Sheoldred and then probably kill me. I think we might just be dead to Karn, straight up. Yeah, but I mean, they're just not going to hit... They're not looking for 4-power creatures anyways. They're looking for Karns, right? Better to chain the Troll. Yeah, I guess if they're popping the Blast Zone, it's better to kill the Troll. It's a good point. I think we win if they don't hit Karn, or at least it's close. Well, they didn't hit Karn. That's good. I guess they might have enough blockers to live another turn. Maybe they can keep going. Yeah, they can just keep going, right? Yeah, they can keep going. Here is that. That's a card. 07s. Yeah, they don't have to go through... They don't draw cards with this, right, with this line. Alright, you win. I wonder if I could have played that differently and, like, eked out a little bit more damage. It's possible. Because I wasn't that far away from winning that game. I swear to God, the only people that play green now are grinders. You'll never see me play that deck as a content creator, because it doesn't create good content. But, I mean, the grinders still play it, because it's fast. Still a good deck. I think a lot of the grinders think that it's broken. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad deck, but it's definitely beatable. Way more beatable than it felt, 3-4 months ago. No, I didn't say it was awful. It's definitely not. It's a good deck for sure. It had a pretty poor showing at PT Philly, but that's because people were prepared for it. And I think a lot of people just don't realize that if you're prepared for green, you can be green if you want to, is what I'm saying. Like, yeah, but like the other thing is the green players know how to mulligan against Rakdos. Like, they're not going to keep a hand against Rakdos that's reliant on turn 1 elf. So as people learn how to like keep and mulligan against green, then green adapts and learns how to keep and mulligan against those hands. You know what I mean? That's true. Open Decklist probably punishes it a lot. Yeah, just like any deck that has 1 mana removal. Or like on the draw against Bone Crusher Giant, like the Gruul deck. Yeah, 100%. Open Decklist probably hurts green the most out of anything. Because even Lotus Field, there's not a lot of cards that people play game 1 that are good against Lotus Field anyways. Like, nobody's main decking Damping Sphere or Alpine Moon. What's up, Gozo? Frank Karsten tweeted it a while back to Mora. See if I can find the tweet. It's on Frank's Twitter. That's where I found it. Classic, just Frank Karsten doing all the math for us. Math is for Franks. Thank you, Bartolini. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I found the tweet. Here it is. All right, game 3 on the play against green. This hand is really awkward because I don't have an untapped land on turn 3. I can't mull a potential turn 3 incarnation, though. It's probably just double queuing or something. Batutina usually double queues, so I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, just F6. Cool. Well, sick. We take those, I guess. This to somebody else, but they disagree with me as a Pioneer, Enigmatic Fires, and 4 color files. Functions are the same decks. Kind of. Kind of, yeah. I'm just going to kill the elf, I think. I am going to get... This gives the thing -1/-1, right? Make a 1/1 draw card. No, it doesn't. Okay. What am I thinking of that gives the thing -1/-1? I guess I get... What's the best one to copy? Probably Skyclave. Skyclave's also better with Yorion eventually. Yeah, this deck isn't really all about playing on your opponent's turn nearly as much. I guess I could just cast the Binding, right? And I can Reunion first. This costs 2, right? Yeah, okay. So we can go Reunion, discard land. I'm just gonna steal their land. Oh, casting Binding is a lot worse if they have Boseiju. This is a lot worse if they have Boseiju, which it looks like they do. Yeah, okay. I guess I debated myself. We're missing white, so I get this. Yeah, that's a lot worse against Boseiju. I think we're still fine, but Dallas is gonna tag Tony Pollard. That's good. Tony's great. Yeah, I feel like it was very obvious they had Boseiju there, given they just didn't do anything. So we can go play Kenny. Am I killing their Kiora? I think so. I think killing Kiora is good. Oh, Panda, I forgot about your deck tech. Right after this match, I got you. Thank you for reminding me. I'm sorry. Arn. This gets Mightstone, probably. Transmogrifying Wand. Doesn't have the Mightstone. Well, this is a little awkward. So I kind of don't want to draw, because I want to be able to go pick up Yorion and put a counter on Skyclave, because then I can go 3 at card and 5 at them. It pushes more damage that way. And they have to play the wand next turn. That's just a requirement, you know? So I need at least 5 mana for counter plus pickup, which means I don't have enough to cycle. So let's go counter here. And then pick up Bird, play tap land. So now the wand is main phase, right? They have to use it main phase. I guess shocking to put an extra counter on the Skyclave is probably worth it, because they're going to wand this. That was probably a little bit better, yeah. Activate only as a sorcery. Yeah. First pass at Lazar, but I have limited knowledge of the format, so it's going to be a rough one. Okay. I'll take a look, see what we can do. You can look at it real quick while they're thinking. Alright, there's the wand. Okay. I got some ideas. Elf. Well, am I blinking the Skyclave? I guess I am, yeah. I have 2 cards in hand. Well, what's the reason to blink the Skyclave when I could just blink Binding and kill the wand that way, right? Let's attack first. See what they do. Wand is in exile. It is true. Any idea what the best way to cheat the new Trex into play? The new Trex. What's the new Trex? Is this round 1, by the way? Yeah, this is still round 1, so... I actually didn't miss Panda. We just haven't finished the match. Oh, T-Rex. The new Tyrannex Rex or whatever it's called. I mean, cheating it into play, probably like Transmogrify or Creativity. But I think if you're doing Transmogrify, you're better off putting Atraxa into play. And if you're doing Creativity, you're better off either doing the combo with Gearhulk, or excuse me, the combo with Worm Xenagos, or putting multiple Gearhulks into play. No, it's not the MCA. Even if it is, I don't give a shit. Giga Chad. So I can go Yorion, blink these 3, then lock down this comes back, kill this. So blink. There's no reason to blink the Binding, right? Because these get cleaned up by the lockdown and the Skyclave kills this. Say it again, tell me what I wanna hear. Alright, and now if they have Cav, we have Chained. It's pretty good. Lockdown, then you ran Flicker Lockdown, so I get a better draw. Well, the problem with Lockdown, then... Because then the Lockdown kills the Reunion, right? And that's worse if I draw an Enigmatic. I mean, if I draw Enigmatic, I'm just going to sack this anyway, sure. I appreciate the kind words, thank you very much. So, this hand has no white mana. But we do have Fable, which maybe gives us white. This might be a loose keep, but I'm going to try it. Value plus Gitrog is just Power Crept Siege Rhino don't at me. And it's a really sad day when that card gets printed, because you know for a fact that Siege Rhino is never going to see the light of day for, like, the rest of time. Oh, shit. That's really bad. That card is very, very good against me. And I, you know, can't kill it. Mana Trader's missing one Fable. Pain. They don't have Lotus Field, which is good. Okay. This doesn't stop Fable, correct? I always ask myself the same question. I feel like I should know the answer by now, but... Okay. Alright, I guess Fable. What do they got? Soul Partition. I'll just cast it again next turn. Stern Proctor is such a rip. I mean, Stern Proctor not the best against Fable. They should probably hold back to double block, right? I don't know why they're attacking for one. So I'm just gonna cast Sheoldred because that card's good. I hear Sheoldred is a good magic card. This deck doesn't usually have Wraths, right? Because they have Proctor, and Wraths are kind of awkward with Proctor. Anyone have a link to the Lazab list? Panda should. It was Panda's donor deck. Or Panda's deck tech. Come by your old house. I guess they have Farewell, yeah. What's Shelly doing here? I mean, normally you just get it off of Incarnation. You don't actually cast it, but sometimes you just draw 2 black sources. Got a 14. I would like to cast this. Oh yeah, I gotta spend 5. I guess I should play the Boseiju then and hold up Binding, even though Binding doesn't do anything with the 2 Proctors. Yeah. No, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. No Wrath, no removal spell for Sheoldred. We like that. I'm going to discard... I'm going to keep the Deputy, probably. Discard Skyclave... Stomping Ground. Woohoo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So white, blue, green... Wait, hold on. Pay 2. Yes. Pay 2. Yes. Okay. Attack. I guess this is worse if they have a Wrath. Because then they get their Proctors back, but they go to 2 off of the Sheoldred. Doomlink wins. Let's go. And this is why you play Sheoldred, because when you draw it, it's still really fucked up. Can we Binding our own Deputy? No, Binding is only a permanent opponent controls. So, against blue-white Lotus Field control, I think they have Teferi's, right? So I want Fry. This one's kind of weird against Lotus Field, because it just makes it a normal land, right? Is it actually good? Because it doesn't come into play tapped, and it doesn't have the ability where they sacrifice lands. You think it's still good? I mean, I guess it makes it so they don't have to double up, like, they don't get to double up on mana, but it's close. Cut Mom against Lotus Field. Yeah, Mom's kind of awkward against Lotus Field, huh? These are definitely getting cut. Yeah, it might still be worth it. What else is bad against them? Reidane's good. I think Archon's good. You guys want to cut Elesh Norn? It is kind of awkward against Lotus Field. Blood Mage Knight Archon. Blood Mage draws a card, but maybe it's not worth it. Yeah, I guess their Lotus Field's coming to play tapped anyways. You don't like... They don't have enchantments for Knight, though? I figured they would have enchantments. I don't exactly know what their deck looks like, but... no, I think Deputy's still good, because it hits Teferi and shit. 4-1 with Stock Rakdos, but 4 Triumphs to replace 4 red black lands, 3 Atraxa, 2 Cruelty. Oh my god. Lost in the sauce. Yeah, they play the... What's that in the turn card called? I forget what it's called. Discontinuity, I think. Yeah, Discontinuity. Just the best standard deck. Oh, I thought this was Pioneer. It's standard? That's hilarious. 34 lands, by the way. This is just... Okay, alright. We gotta go to Twitter with this one. This is one of the hands of all time. Twitter loves sample hands. I haven't gotten my clout for the day. I need more clout. I mean, I'm on 5. I'm keeping it. I'm not gonna mulligan. Will you buckle at your knees? Not going to 4. Ooh, banger. Banger. I kind of want to slow roll that, just in case they play a Lotus Field next turn. Like, if they don't have Proctor, they just YOLO Lotus Field. Just double Stone Rain them. You did add Ragavan to humans. You probably made the humans deck a lot better by adding Ragavan, so... Tilt. Tilt. What's it feel like to be a ghost? Archie-Shark. Yeah, no big deal. I just have Mardu lands with 2 blue cards and a double green card. Just your average Pioneer mana base. Nice. 34 lands, by the way. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. At what point do we pack it in? Pretty soon, right? Yeah, this is the hand of all time. Well, the idea is you play your counter spells before you play fires, you know? Alpine Moon? Yeah, I guess I probably should have played the Alpine Moon and just name Hollow at this point. Ah, got him. I mean, I'm just going to counter my Alpine Moon anyways. The heated ancient rivalry between Brand New and Taking Back Sunday. I'm a TBS guy myself. It's a good Yahtzee hand. It is a good Yahtzee hand. Yeah, I've had enough. I've had enough. Well, alright, next game. This is the chat. The Alpine unit named Godless Shrine. It doesn't work like that. It's only your opponent's control. It would have been a Galaxy Brain line. If by pile shuffle do you mean Mana Weave? I'm asking for a friend. How can I Mana Weave on Magic Online? Oh, I Mana Weaved. Awesome. Successfully Mana Weaved. Shh, don't tell anybody. Do we have to delete the VOD now? Watsy, if you're watching this, it's a joke. It's a joke. I didn't Mana Weave. I promise it's a joke. Please don't ban me. Oh yeah, Bolin, one of, by the way. I don't think I'm casting it. Is there any 2-drop I'd want a Binding? I mean, my life total's irrelevant, so whatever. Yeah, 80 cards, by the way. 80 cards, by the way. Well, I can't Binding that. Would have been real nice if I had this last turn. Because then, oh my god, imagine. Because then I can't really respond to them playing Lotus Field. I would have had to main phase the Binding. So if I Alpine Moon Lotus Field, it comes into play tapped, right? Or it comes into play untapped. Well, here's my issue. If I Alpine Moon Lotus Field, they just play Lotus Field and they can have Absorb up. Whereas if they don't have any other untapped land, they play the Lotus Field, it comes into play tapped, and they don't have Absorb up next turn. You know what I mean? So I think I'm just going to play... They have 5 mana? No, it would come into play tapped. It still comes into play tapped with Proctor, right? Well, I can't Binding. I could guess Binding with no ability, but... I think I'm just going to play this and pass. Yeah, well, they're just going to hold up Counterspell. Why not Moon? I want to wait for them to get the Lotus Field into play. I think. So I could Naked Binding, but I think that's bad. I think I'm just going to go... Okay, that's not bad, actually, because now I can Double Binding, right? Double Binding, pay for both. I don't want to run one of my 4-drops into a counterspell. Well, I mean, they're just going to counter something. It's like, I can't really resolve a spell there. You know what's really awkward? If I draw Dispute, I only have 1 blue source. So I can't, like, Incarnation pay for Dispute. Or Incarnation back it up with Dispute. There's no shot they're countering this, right? Yeah. Looks like a Verdant Catacombs. What if it is? Also, if they don't have Lotus Field, I might just save the Moon to name Hall at some point. Right? Alright, untap. I guess we could Fires. Still hold up Binding, which is nice. I'm going to make them think I have Dispute. Although, if I fight over this with Dispute, then I don't get to play a second spell. It looks like a Lenore Waste. They honestly might just let this resolve. Because if they're playing around Dispute... I wonder... I actually fucked up. I think I should have just left this up. Because there's no... They 100% counter this if I don't hold up blue. And I want them to counter this. I don't... You know what I mean? Yeah, I fucked up. I should have left this up. I want them to think I don't have Dispute. Because the issue is they just don't counter this. I think. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. Always Moon since you can Besage the Lotus too. Well, if I Moon the Lotus Field, then what's the point of Besaging it? I could just save the Besager for this. I see what you're saying, though. Okay, they're not playing Teferi. Alright, let's cast that. Just want to get their counterspells out of their hand. Yeah, we're playing Atraxa. It's really awkward because if I sack Binding, I can't really get Atraxa. Unless I have 2 mana up, of course, but I do have 6 mana. What's this? Ooh, please tap out. Any tap outers? No? Alright, I'm gonna keep casting cards that aren't Leyline, or aren't Incarnation. I have Discontinuity? Sure. 6 mana counterspell. Maybe they'll fire up Hall. Is that a Woodland Cemetery in a Binding deck? It sure is. But we're playing black cards, so that's the reason. Deferone. Deferone. They could have done that in our upkeep. Yeah, but if they do it in our upkeep, they don't get the card out of our hand, right? Deferone, pepperoni. Alright, please resolve. Maybe we'll draw Dispute. I mean, it's time, right? I think it's time. Oh, we couldn't draw Dispute anyways, right? Because we didn't have a second blue. Okay, that's good. Do I want to hold this or play it as a land? I definitely want to do this now, so they can't haul to kill my Teferi, because I'm going to sack Binding for Agent, I think. Hall of Storm Giants. You want Atraxa? No, this is fine. I'm just gonna sack this Binding and then get Agent and steal Teferi, and then I can get Atraxa next turn. I think this is better. Do you not think this is better? Like I just get it Teferi this way, then steal the Hall. But I have the Alpine Moon for the Hall. Tim, thank you so much for the 30 months. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, buddy. Hope you're having a good day today. Thank you for the continued support. I think this is better. I mean, I don't get to activate the Teferi, but now I could just copy Agent and steal something else if I want to. This Alpine Moon is doing God's work. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they could Odawar Teferi, I guess, but... So now we get Atraxa. I guess I'll plus first. Proctor back? I don't think I care about the Proctor. What does the Proctor do? I have so much mana. It costs 4. Well, I was thinking about... Oh, 3, 4, 5. True. I was thinking about copy Agent, pay, steal Proctor. But then I still need 2 more mana for Atraxa. Oh, wait, no, it's end of turn, right? So I get mana back off the Teferi. Because I can stack the triggers to where I untap with the Teferi first, then resolve the Incarnation trigger. Oh, it's symmetrical. Okay, I gotcha. True. But I still get more mana off the Teferi, right? Oh boy, that's interesting. That is interesting. Healer halls. So if I Incarnation, I'm short mana. Because what I wanted to do was go Incarnation Presence. First Incarnation, sack Presence, get Deputy, pay. Second Incarnation. Oh no, because the bind. I set the second binding first. That doesn't work anyways. So I can't play the Incarnation if I'm getting Atraxa, right? A Presence, then pay Atraxa. So 1/2, pay for Presence. Untap 2 lands, pay for double stir. Okay, yeah, that works, right? Oops, not that. This. Yeah, that does work. So 2 to pay, and then untap a tap, 4 mana, sack this, pay 4. That works. So let's go pay here. I don't think the land matters. Incarnation into Elesh. Next turn, copy agent getting 2. I could do that next turn, right? Because I have a second Mimic in my deck. I think I want to Atraxa here. Because I'm also a little bit worried about them having Farewell. Which is, it's nice to keep the second Incarnation if they have Farewell. And, like, Atraxa, getting cards off of Atraxa here is better if they cast Farewell next turn. That's why you want the halls? Yeah. I guess that's fair. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So, like, if I had stolen halls... I mean, I could just sack Presence and copy Agent this turn. I have a second Mimic in my deck. So what, you want to do that instead? Nah, fuck that. I'm drawing cards. Fuck that. I'm drawing cards. We can steal shit next turn. It's fine. We can steal shit next turn. Alright, so instant. Should have played the land untapped, I guess. Instant. I actually don't want to put the Titan into my hand, I think. Enchantment. Creature. Land. Alright, you can go. Yeah, fuck that has been called. I just want to draw cards, man. Just let me cook. Just let me cook, alright? Let him cook. Let me cook. This line is so much better if they have Farewell. Some fat clouds. I got you. The problem with Haul is I have so much stuff to do with my mana. Like, why am I hauling when I could just do so many other things? Right? Looks like they do have the Farewell. Farewell cannot kill Teferi, though, which is massive. Oh, Elspeth Sun's Champion. That is not Farewell. I've got to kill my Atraxa. Okay. Do I single or double sleeve my cards in paper? I have double sleeves, but sometimes I'm just lazy. They didn't attack. Wow. Okay. Well, I can just steal their Elspeth, right? So, how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Technically 10. Absorb. Yeah, but I have Dispute. And they know about the Dispute. So, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have exactly enough mana. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Gas Mimic. I guess I should have used Teferi first, but... They do get to kill the Elspeth, because they have 2 flyers, which is maybe a little awkward, but... Copy this. Target Elspeth. Hey. Hey. Uptick. I guess I could tuck a Proctor, actually. Right? Oh, that's way better, right? Because then I can actually get... Yeah, then I can pay. Then I can pay. Yeah, this is way better. Because I can... Oh, no, but I'm not untapping with the Fairy. Never mind. Yeah, this is fine. It protects both of our Planeswalkers. Yeah, because we don't get to untap, but... let's get... Maybe get the... Reidane, I guess? Alright, go. I mean, it's fine. They don't get to kill our Planeswalkers now, which is nice. Maybe uptick to Fairy, hold up hard cast Dispute was better, but they have 9 mana, so they can still pay for Dispute on Supreme Verdict. I don't think that's going to be good enough. Something tells me that is not going to be good enough. If I cast Incarnation, I could have stolen their board. Perhaps? I don't think it really matters. So now I don't actually want to play Fires, I think. Let's go... Oh, I lost my second blue. Actually, kind of awkward. Spinner. Oh, yeah, we can just go Spinner into Incarnation. Yeah, that's fine, too. Spinner pass. 2, 3, 4. No, I could just go Incarnation, hold up Hardcast Dispute. Right? Because I get to untap lands with the Fairy. Never believe in love. Spinner swing. Well, I don't get the swing. Let's do this. Untap, I guess. These two. Could have picked up Yorion. I think I'm going to sack one of the Incarnations to get the Gargaroth. And nothing else? Yeah, nothing else. Go. And I'm just gonna accumulate a massive amount of cards. Which I think is fine. Like, I could just sit here drawing cards. We'll be alright. Nah, I'm good. I'm good with that. They know about the dispute anyway, so might as well cast it. How close are they to dead if I just, like, fire up 2 lands with Spinner? Not good. This is a reason to not play this deck. Keep, I guess. Yeah, this matchup is rough. Nah, this person only plays Lotus Fields. I've been playing it for, like, 3 months. The thing about the Lotus Field players is most of them only play Lotus Fields. They are, like, severely dedicated Lotus Field players. Master of their craft. This person is very, very good at playing Lotus Fields. Like, if you look at their Goldfish results... House feels like a cheap hotel room. You think they're playing anything but Lotus Field? Yeah. So, you know. Maybe today is different? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Does not look like today is different. This matchup is play Reidane on 3 and pray. Yeah, but you only have 1, so it's pretty awkward. Sylvan Scrying. I cast Sylvan Scrying, and I put the card named Lotus Field into my hand. It allows me to tap for 3 additional mana of any one color. Okay, Yugi. It's more winnable for Enchanties than some people think. The problem with it is you just have a lot of bricks. You have so... I mean, it didn't help the your 2/7 drops, obviously, but you just have so many bricks. Yeah, Sauce gets it. Sometimes they just mull to 3. Sauce, have you fucked with the Atraxa yet? I don't know if I'm sold. I tried it initially. It like came up once. It was like okay last game, but it rains for hours. Combat. You didn't have to exert. Yeah, why did they exert? Maybe they misclicked? You just want to hold up Otawara and do nothing? Just hope that Otawara is good enough? I doubt they're going to fuck up. I think I'm just going to try and high roll one of my my 3-mana cards. No, I think that is like so no, that's just not worth it. Give me an Archon or a Reidane, please. That is not an Archon or a Reidane. Alright, we're going beatdowns. You ever just go beatdowns before? Beatdowns. Yeah, Mimic could be anything. Could even be a boat. In fact, is a boat. Rakdos and Lotus are the 2 most popular decks in my area, so I'm looking for something that's decent versus both. So, Gruul is good against Rakdos. It's a little sketchy against Lotus Field, but if you win the die roll and have, like, mulligan aggressively to Elf Stormsaker, you definitely can race them. And I think what I would want to do is, like, I would play Gruul, but I'd probably play, like, 3 to 4 Damping Spheres on my sideboard if you really want to target Lotus Field. That would be my suggestion. Gruul with a bunch of Damping Spheres / Alpine Moons. I think Gruul's better against Rakdos than Angels is. And copying Fable is a faster clock? You can't copy Fable, it's only creatures. Yeah, it's an unplayable clone, which is why I'm playing it. Wouldn't they just go untap the Hope Tender? No, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. Play Mono White. Mono White's good against Lotus, but I really don't think that Mono White's that good against Rakdos. Like, what were the win rates from the PT? Let's see. So this was the win rate chart from the PT. So Mono White just got destroyed at the PT. It was 8-11 against Rakdos. And then against Lotus Field, it was 3-5, which is kind of surprising. I mean, a small sample size, but the lists were bad. I mean, they were pretty standard for the most part, right? Not sure the graph. Yeah, it was a tweet from Frank Karsten. Should be right there. All right, you win. I quit. All right, dispute. I got one Alpine Moon. Let's cut Chain to the Cox. Skyclave kind of mid. Knight kind of mid. Deputy kind of mid. I have so many mid cards. Spinner also kind of mid. Bloodmage kind of mid. Gargaroth kind of mid. Chain to the Rocks? Yeah, Chain to the Rocks. 77? I mean, this thing beats down. Gargaroth also kind of beats down. Just don't reveal Yorion. Can we just board down to 60? Would Magicon Land Levy board down to 60? Oh no, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't have more than 15. We don't talk about the last league. Last league was something else. I mean, 2 mana 2/3, whatever. Fuck it, get in there. I don't add 0 cards in the game ended because of when you conceded. Does that count for something? Yeah, they had no cards in their deck. That means I win, right? Well, Fable can help me cast Sheoldred. Creativity was only 55. Yeah, I mean, compared to the rest of the chart, it's like... Wait, where'd it go? Creativity... Yeah, creativity is 55. I mean, anything above 50 is still pretty good. 60 is where you get to the really good territory. I think the deck of the tournament was certainly Greasefang. I don't think I have enough 1-mana removal to kill Thalia. A lot of them are playing Spikefield, too. We talked about this in the Dive Down podcast, but I was very, very impressed with the list that that Tangrams and company came to with Greasefang. Their list was so good. Like, they cut the suppliers, they cut the evolutions, they're playing Vessel of Nascency, and the best reason to play... the best reason to play Vessel is, like, Vessel in combination with Grizzly Salvage makes it so you get to dodge source... Like, you don't sorcery speed your graveyard stuff, and you don't have to play... Like, you don't get trespassed as often, if that makes sense. That's why I like that combination so much. It had such a good list. Yeah, 4 were the Boom Command too. Just very, very well designed list. Okay. I mean, that's good. Oh my god, I get to hold up a Seiju too, right? If I just discard Dispute. Yeah, this is insane. This is disgusting. I get to go Fire, Sheoldred, hold up a Seiju. This is, like, best possible. I go for copy, then I get to blow it up. Do I like Hanged Executioner in the Incarnation deck at 4? I like it in the sideboard for the mirror match, because I think it is important in the mirror match. But I don't think I'd main deck it. Okay, if I let this happen, then they can go 4 mana copy... No, they'd still be a mana short, right? Because they have 1 floating. Untap both. Tap Lotus Field for 3, 4 mana. Oh, they can exert, right? They can exert. So they go tap Lotus Field for 3, 4 floating, 2 to use stage. I Beseiju, they respond, use 1, untap both, and then do it again. Yeah, okay, so I have to do it now. Can they beat an active Sheoldred? Yeah, they can. They can use, like, tutors and stuff. They don't need to draw cards to kill you. I think it's, like, Omniscience. Like, basically, they just peer for... Or they ultimatum for, like, Omniscience, Behold, Petition, I think. Or Omniscience, Petition, Leer, I think. Or something like that. There's a way they can do it without drawing cards. What's up, Goya? Yeah, they can also just get Ugin too. Yeah, for sure. Brim has to put pressure on them. This is such a 5-hit sideboard card for the blue-white deck. Because, like, they want to play Kahira anyways. Watch me still die this turn through a Sheoldred and a Boseiju. This is, like, as good as it gets. This is my, like, best possible draw against them. Still die on turn 4. Awesome special effects. Congratulations. Glad you're enjoying the channel. Appreciate the kind words. Thank you, thank you. Granted. So they still have access to 5 mana, right? Because Hope Tender is +3. They got Rona's Vortex. Okay. They're just going to main phase that? Makes sense. Well, this got a lot harder. We have to find an Incarnation, I think. Yeah, we have to find an Incarnation. Alright, one more look. Please. Rough beats. Rough beats. Would you play special effects? Delegate Recovery getting Thespian Stage. Okay. Midge dead. Probably dead. Well, we tried. We did, in fact, try. Not dead. Ult. Definitely discarding that. Would be really good if I had a Triome in my hand. But unfortunately, I cannot access that card this turn. I think we copy the Shaman, attack for 4, play Cleric, get Incarnation, play Yorion, blink some stuff, and then try to kill them next turn, I guess? Yeah, I'm trying to think if I can, like, Yorion... Not play Cleric, Yorion, blink Presence, and try to rip... And just try to peel, like, a Binding to kill the Hope Tender, but I feel like that's worse than just playing Cleric and Yorion. So let's go here. Attack for 4, because they're going to block 1. Try to kill the Fae, actually. Yeah, but, like... the problem with trying to kill the Fae is I have so few cards that can... It's only Binding, and the issue with that is, like, if I get a next turn, the Incarnation probably wins this game, right? So I think it's just better to do it this way. Yeah. I guess I could put Alpine Moon on top. There's no way I can draw a card on my main phase, though. If I had a Triome, I'd be fine. Because I could go Cleric, Alpine Moon on top, cast Yorion, blink Fires, cycle Triome, play Alpine Moon, and I'd be, like, chillin'. But I don't have a Triome. I think we have to go it here. Do this, pick up this, play this. Blink 1, 2, I guess. I don't think it matters too much. I'm going to hold the land in hand and discard to Fable. Alright. They're almost certainly dead next turn. But we're probably not getting it next turn. I'm saying you want more Triomes? Maybe, yeah. Like, how many are we up to now? Right now, we have 4, 7, 8, 9. I could see it playing like 11 or 12, maybe. Like that Drew Hot Mono Red was able to do Mono Red things. Oh, he played Mono Red? Nice. Like the Lord Beerus list. Could have put Moon on top after drawing the Incarnation. Oh, sure. Yeah, I guess I could have. But we're just dead. Catch up. Yeah, this is Arizax, I think. God, my hands have been terrible. This hand's okay. It's actually kind of closest to what I put back. It gets between Reidane and Incarnation. I think I have to keep Incarnation, right? Just go turn 2 Presence, turn 3 Binding, turn 4 Incarnation. Yeah, I have to keep that. Should give Tronlands X-Proof too. True. That's interesting. I think it's still better to play Presence here. Because then if I draw an untapped land, I could just go Haven plus Binding. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Well, I wanted something better to Binding. Thoughts on Haven? I like Haven a lot. It's like, it's awkward when you have Presence, because most of the time you just want to cast Presence first anyways, but it's nice to have when you don't have a Presence or a Bitter Union. So why don't we go Temple Garden, Haven here, pass. Because I don't want to Binding any of these shitters. I'd rather Binding something else. And then ideally we can Binding into Incarnation. Okay, that's fine. The deck that goes over the top of the decks that want to mid-range too much? Yeah, exactly. It's a very similar like thing in Modern, right? Where Tron goes over the top of like Scam and all these kinds of decks that are trying to like out mid-range each other. So I could Binding Kiora in response. What am I doing with Incarnation? Am I stealing something? Like, would I steal the Kiora here? Well, they have 2 cards in hand, but... We could steal the Troll, but then they get to keep Kiora. Okay, so we can get... What can we get? We can get Atraxa, Agent, or Titan. They have 2 spells in hand because I didn't play on land last turn. Deputy. Problem with Deputy is they have 2 of each, right? And, like, they would still have 4 lands... If we had a Nightclubber. Skyclave to kill Troll. Yeah, I guess that doesn't let them get the Kiora back. If we're gonna... Like, if my plan is to Agent steal the Troll, it's probably better to just Skyclave the Troll. Because I don't want to give them the Kiora back. Right? Reidane buys a turn. Well, if they don't have Nykthos, Deputy on an Elf also is good. Because then if they brick again, I can just get the other... I can get Clone and kill the other Elves. Right? So I wonder... I wonder if Deputy is just the best. I think it might be, actually. Yeah. I think I fuck with Deputy here. This double Stone Rains them, and if they don't have Nykthos, then I think we're chilling. Yeah, I don't want to get them back here either. 100% agree. Ooh, they have nothing. Well, they... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we could hardcast it eventually. Let's go... Pick up the bird. I guess they could have Besage You, which would kind of suck. I think they might have Besage You. If they're pausing here, it seems like they probably do. Yeah, Besage You. Damn it. Okay, I guess I punted. I shouldn't have picked up Yorion. I should have just went to my second main phase, and then if they Besage it, I could have hardcast Atraxa, right? It was like very obvious they had the Binding. Yeah, I punted. I shouldn't have picked up Yorion. Or very obvious they had this. Yeah, but we could have cast it this turn is the thing, right? I guess I punted. You believe some monogreen players only had 3 Kiora on their list of the PT? That is kind of wild to me. If they don't have it, then I just don't use your mana. Well, that's fine then, right? Because then that means they're not... You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really... If I time walk myself to kill both of their elves, I think I'm winning that game. You know, if I resolve that Incarnation trigger, I think the game's over. Is what I'm getting at. That makes sense. So hopefully this hits an untapped white source. Of course it doesn't. Why would it ever hit an untapped white source? To be fair, we don't have a ton of untapped white sources, but... I played around with Mind Splice a little bit. So we can take... Enchantment, creature, land. We only get 3. So I guess I'll take... Land. So I have 8 mana. I guess 8 mana is kind of whatever. Creature... Recall our better on Mind Splice. That is true, yeah, that is true. You recall, we have a bet for Mind Splice. I kind of want to take Chained. Yeah, I kind of want to take Chained. Go. God, this game would have been over if I had just played the Atraxa last turn. I think Turtle Power's talking about Standard. Transmogrifying Wand. One of the cards of all time. I do have to main phase it, which is better for us, because we get to kill the Karn. It might be okay with that, though. Drew to turn too late. So I have 8 mana. So I can go Glasspool, copy, Deputy. Well, I just can't play the Yorion this turn, I think. I can basically kill everything else, though. So we can go Chained, kill Troll. You can go send both at Karn. And then I can go Glasspool, copy Deputy, kill the elves, binding the Transmogrifying Wand. 1, 2, 3. Binding, kill wand. Alright, good turn. You can go. Good turn, good turn, good turn. We can, like, kind of go beat down with the spinner a little bit. Beseiju the Binding. Yeah, bruh's a pretty good emote, huh? It's a really good emote. Bruh. Bruh. Killed. Oh, they got their elves back, okay. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 2 cards left. Tough turn, tough turn, tough turn. Yeah, I'm thinking about trying to beat down with Spinner, but I could also just cast Yorion. Can Yorion blink Deputy to kill the 3rd Elvish Mystic? I could also blink Binding and kill Transmogrifying one and give them Kiora, but that would give them 6 mana, which would give them Storm mana. I was thinking about that too, Turtle Power. That's a line as well. But, like, we could start with Bitter, discard Yorion. And then if we miss, we could... like, start activating Spinner, maybe? Yeah, let's just discard Yorion, I think. I think I'm kind of off the Yorion. Okay. So, let's go... Could keep the chain, but I could also just keep digging and try to find... Incarnation. Okay, not great. I think I'm pretty happy to trade Spinner for 2 elves, so let's just go... attack with these 3. I definitely meant to attack with that Ox. Definitely clicked on it. Worried that nothing bad happens to us, but it probably will. Maybe that was a good turn to attack with Spinner. Might have been. Okay. Kind of wish I'd kept the chained. Did hit a Nykthos. See if they have a land in hand. We're gonna wand the Spinner, sure. We can try to find a removal. Oh, that's good. That is a good one. That's not bad either, because it gets 2 storms. So I think what I want to do is go Bloodmage, hit their graveyard, Incarnation, sack Binding, get Agent, steal Cav. It cuts them off the most amount of mana too, I think. Sounds pretty good. Alright, get their graveyard. Cast this. No attacks, I think. Yeah, no attacks. Sack Binding. Get Agent. Steal Cav. I think I like this the best. Yeah, the next turn I can... Well, I mean, they have the Transmogrifying one to kill the Agent, because the Agent Fable is face up. Dealing 6 seems good. Oh, just like chump attacking with the Goblin Shaman token? Yeah, maybe that was good. Like, they eat the Goblin Shaman token, but they take 6. It's probably fine. I steal Cav over Nykthos, because it's an attacker. Like, they're out of storms anyways, right? I guess they might have a storm in their hand. What's this? Main deck leveler. Okay. I mean, that probably has to kill Incarnation. They can use the wand to kill Agent. Yeah, this is game 1. This has been a really tough game. Maybe I should have just been attacking the whole time. Well, the thing is, if they kill Agent, which they kind of have to, I can copy Cav. I'm just going to shove everything next turn, I think. Yeah, they have to kill the Agent. Okay. So now we can go sack Reunion. Copy Cav shove with everything. I have lethal. It's pretty close. They block 2 Cavs, 2 Oxes, 2, 4, 6. I think they're taking 10. But they have to lose all their elves. Deputy. Copy Deputy, kill the 2 Llanowar elves, 2 blockers. They block Cav and a 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's only 12. So I think I'm going to copy Cav. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh no, it goes through the play. Never mind, it's not a good one. Never mind. Okay, sack with everything. Shouldn't F6 because I can sack the Wolfwillow Haven. Math is for Ares. Just die already, will ya? Just die already. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, going to 5. Yeah, Cav ain't no running 6. I got excited. I thought this was going to my hand, but... I guess we put, like, Atraxa on top. Because then I can Atraxa Reunion next turn. Alright, your turn. Oh, right, I get a trigger off of this. Agent, I guess. Wait, did I just kill myself? Oh, I just killed myself. They just fire up the layer, right? Leveler plus layer. Yeah, I didn't do the math. Well, math is for blockers, as the kids say. Should have left back an extra creature. Yeah, if I had just left back like 1 Ox, I would have been fine. Whoops. Are they not going for it? Oh, I guess they have Nykthos anyways. I have to not F6 to make them think I have something. Hey, they're just gonna go for it. Yeah, if I had just left back a second blocker, I would have been fine. Yeah, I punted. I punted. Lockdown coming in. Just really want to stop playing against fucking mono green. I'm so sick of it. Figure out. I don't think we brought in Radiant Flames last time. I think we decided that we wanted to cut the Spinner, the Gargaroth, and the Blood Mage is good. I think we cut the second Mimic. Or, yeah, second Mimic, I think. No, I don't like flames. This hand is bad, I think. It's worse. Maybe I should get that first hand. I could have, like, Moon-Blessed for a, what you call it, presence. Rolled the 5 twice, by the way. Back Moon, Reidane. Lair doesn't have trample. How is it lethal? They attack with Cityscape Leveler and kill my only blocker. If I had left back a second blocker, I would have won that game. But I didn't. All I had to do was leave back a second blocker and they lose. Gonna put Binding back? Yeah. Binding is so good, though. I guess Binding's awkward, but these two. But I do have the presence, so... So we can go 1, 2... Whoops. Here. Go. I'm not going to kill an elf. I mean, it is a mythic rare. A wire might. I killed the car and they just sack the might to get it back and it has more loyalty, so I guess I'll just target the might. Forcing it out now is better if I draw Incarnation, because then I can just sack fires. Okay. Nope. Not looking good. Should have won that last game. God damn it. I sleep. This deck is so boring. Can I bring in Rest in Peace? I mean, it's not... Rest in Peace is not that good against them. I don't think so. Oh, right, the Binding still costs 2. Well, for some reason, I thought I could cast... What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing Plains. Yeah. Whatever. I don't think Rest in Peace is that good against them. Well, the thing is, the removal, that's a good draw. The removal spells that you have don't actually kill their creature. They just exile. So what are you killing? Like, how are you killing their creature where you're not exiling? Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Because, like, you have Binding and Chain of the Rocks, so stopping their calves and trolls don't really matter all that much. If that makes sense. Sage is their last card? Alright, you win, dude. Thank fucking God they're not playing mono green. They have Giganta. I'd rather play against this deck, to be honest. So, I guess we have to play this on one. I can't believe that Ari isn't bored of playing mono green yet. I would, like, poke my eyes out if I played mono green as much as Ari did. Well, I can kill their SRAM, which I guess is good. This is the Benton Madsen alt account. Okay. Do some lockdowns in the sideboard. This matchup is obviously bad. Well, play Haven and a 1-mana Binding if I play the Blood Crypt. How do I win this game is the question that I should ask myself. Problem with Cleric put Incarnation on top is I don't have a 2-mana enchantment. And I don't really want to sack the Chained, because my 2-drop doesn't do anything, though. My only 2-drop is Spinner. So this is not good. It's not good. But Fires on top? The Fires doesn't seem particularly great. I can't Wolf into Cleric. I only have 2 mana after that. Tough matchup. I mean, we have some lockdowns in the sideboard, but well, I mean, I can Binding Light Paws, but it comes back because of the Kaya's Ghost form. This triggers when it goes into exile, so it doesn't actually kill the Light Paws, which is a huge problem. I think what I might do is go Blood Crypt untapped, Haven the Triome, and just pass with Binding up. Then I might Binding one of their auras. I guess I didn't need to Shock to do this, right? I could have just played Plains. Then I go tap Beast to Haven this, and then Binding cost 2. That would have been fine. Yeah, I could have just played Plains there. So I know they get the Light Paws back, but at least they don't get a trigger off of the Blessing, so I think I'll do it now. Yeah. So they get the Light Paws back, but they don't get the trigger off this. Okay, we can beat this. I mean, if they just run out of auras, this is winnable, I think. Maybe that's coping. Is it just Hardcast Kenrith time? I mean, no, I think. Cleric sets up Incarnation next turn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Cleric here. Into Atraxa. I don't know if I want to get Atraxa. I was thinking about getting Titan and blowing up Skrelv and either gaining 4 or making a token. Because Titan can blow up Skrelv. Ardouche. Can't do anything about it. So this is probably going to get either Griff Spoon or Ethereal Armor. Okay. This is 8 damage. Probably just chump block this turn. Yeah, definitely chump block this turn. Maybe I do get Atraxa then. Atraxa might be the play. Could also Agent... But I can't steal this because they have the Skrelv. Right? This is how that works? Yeah. So, blue-green... This... Enigmatic... Sack Binding... Alright, so let's go through our options here. We can't really Agent unless we want to take Skrelv, but then I have to chump block with the Agent anyways. The nice thing about Titan is if they brick on an aura... Yeah, I think it has to be Titan, right? We can go... Blow up Skrelv, make a 4/4. And then I can maybe either, if they don't draw an aura, I can check the light pause here. If they do, I can hopefully chump block with the Rhino. Next turn, copy Titan, blow up the Ethereal Armor. Okay, that's fine. They have no attacks. I like that. That's good for us. And now they can't activate Skrelv. So yeah, this game should just be over, right? We can go 3, cast Mimic, copy Titan, go blow up Skrelv, make a 4/4, sack Haven, get Skyclave, target light pause. I think I'll hold up the Land of Cycle. No, actually, I'll just play it. I want more mana, I think. And we can send for 7. I mean, other last card's Giganta. Jump block. Okay. Sack Haven, Skyclave, get your light pause. Now this game should be over. I guess they could theoretically load up the Warrior, but I doubt that that's going to matter. Sick. Winning game 1 is huge, too, because we get these lockdowns post-board. I don't know if I want to bring in Flames or Fry. Yeah, this deck does some fucked up shit. Fry is nice against everything but Gladecover Scout. And then Flames is, like... Flames is actually decent if they try to go, like, Skrelv into 2-drop. Maybe it could be good. And then I think we definitely got the Spinner. Archon seems okay, actually. Reidane shit. Bloodmage, probably not very good, right? 1/1, draw a card, graveyard. Yeah, well, that's not good. We still have got 3 cards, though. The Archon probably going to go. Maybe cut one of the 7-drops. Got Havens, actually. Havens kind of awkward with lockdown. I guess I was chained, but let's trim Havens. Alright, do I have a lockdown in my opening hand? I only have 2 of them, so... No, but I got Elesh in my opening hand. I can also cast none of my spells. That's not true, I can cast this, but I'm still gonna mulligan. Born to live like a... Yeah, I see a distinct lack of Joels going on at the chat. Please and thank you, can we get some Joels? Asking nicely. Okay. That worst. Couldn't decide between this or creativity to build. I love this deck just because it's so customizable. There's a lot of different like 3s and 4s that you can play depending on, you know, certain matchups, certain metagames. Nothing on turn 2? Oh. Let's do that. Well, I can actually cast that, funny enough. Yeah, we gotta show some more love to Carl. Carl and Harold don't get enough love. Did they keep 7? They kept 7. They went nothing, nothing, Giganta. Well, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Sheoldred next turn. Fuck it. What can I do to get you on Arena? Young Tiger, I played Arena for 7 hours yesterday. You can check the VOD. We did 1 drafts all day. A good time. I don't mind Arena. Okay, they're gonna make it big. Big. Yeah, they just wanted me to tap out. Alpha Authority. Okay. Well, shit. This Radiant Flame's looking kind of sus. I personally find Arena to be a more visually appealing program. I just think it looks a lot better than this shit. It's kind of a different game, though, you know? It's really not the same game. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I just wish that they put half of the effort into Magic Online that they put into Arena, but I don't think they're going to. Especially with them selling it to Daybreak. Like, I think we all kind of know what's going to happen at some point. Ooh, good request, Italian guy. Good request. 8/8 first strike hexproof. Sure. Got it. It's a good draw step. Tis a good draw step. Let's draw a lockdown. Not a lockdown. Well, I may have to chump block with Sheoldred this turn. I don't love it, but... Yeah, I would not be surprised. You know, I don't know how long it's going to take, but, you know, say a couple years from now. Because if you look at the history of Daybreak games, it's a lot of, like... What they do is they take a lot of games that are, like, close to dying. Now, I'm not saying that Magic Online is close to dying, but... If you look at their track record, they're kind of like, they put games out to pasture. That's a good way to put it. So you have the chump block with Sheoldred. And I guess hope to draw... Wait, I can block here, right? Go to 1. Cycle, go to 14, take 13, go to 1. I'm missing something? I don't think I am. Alright, lockdown, please. Any lockdowners? Any lockdowns? Any lockdowns? Any lockdowns? Okay, that doesn't stop lockdown. Mod check? Ooh, they're at 9. Does that do anything for me? I am so close to killing them, it's unreal. Because I can Flames all of their blockers and put them to 5. God, I'm so close to killing them. I have 5 mana, 6 with the Steam Vents. Ah, this is tough. About this one for a second. So we can go Flames Reunion, but if we Flames Reunion, we can't find Lockdown. Yeah, I'm trying to think if Enigmatic even buys me a turn. Not sure that it does, because they have the Hushbringer. Yeah, I guess I don't really have any other way out of it, right? Oh, we discard Atraxa. Oh, you just want to cast Flames? Well, the issue with Flames is I still have the chump block, right? Maybe that's fine, though. Is there any way I can survive if I Incarnation? Go to 5, play this. No, probably not. Yeah, so I think we have to do this. Kill this shit and hope that I can block. I mean, I'm dead to Trample or Griff Spoon, I guess, but... Yeah, that's the issue, is the Hushbringer, because, like, Enigmatic doesn't do anything with Hushbringer. Yeah, we can Fires Incarnation next turn. I'm not sure that that would let us survive, though, is the issue. Okay. Yep. Notably, they still have Boseiju up. Not that there's a lot I can do if they have Boseiju. So, if we go Fires Incarnation, we can sack a 4 to get a 5. What 5 could we get? I could just get Cav. Blow up a Reunion, have a chump blocker. Well, I think I want the second blocker now. I think Cav get a second blocker is good. I mean, Gargaroth still has the chump block, right? At least Cav gives me 2 blockers, which I think I like better. Gargaroth gives us reach, though, so we don't die to Griff Spoon. Yeah. No, their thing has hexproof. Do I shock to cycle? No, because... Well, I guess I would have 2 blockers. I don't think it's worth it, because I can just cycle next turn. I'll have plenty of mana next turn. Pull up the thing that gives hexproof. Well, then they have too many creatures, right? If I Cav, blow up this, they have a 3/3. I chump block here, and that's 6 damage. I'm, like, very, very close to dead if I do that. I can't get Mommy, can I? No, I can't get Mommy. I guess it was a little bit better to blow up one of the Nylea's presences, but I don't think it matters. Okay. That probably kills us. Doesn't the Cav have lifelink? No, it has Vig. Doesn't kill us, wow. So their last card must be Boseiju, right? Has to be. Can we actually win this game? Oh shit, that's lethal. Right? Wait, oh my god. Bro, that's insane, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I 1 mana short? Oh my god, if I just played the Triome last turn! Oh, wait, no. 3, 6... Yeah, I have exactly enough. Okay, never mind. I need to cast the flames first to not kill the 3/3. So, red, white, black. Jesus. Blue, this. What an unreal game. What an unreal game. Holy shit. That game was so crazy. Oh my god. That was unreal. They bricked so hard, too. I was basically dead to any aura for the longest time. What a game. What a fucking game, dude. That was a sick way to end that league. Sheesh. Prime subs for that game? That was a game worth a prime sub. I'm gonna throw that out there. So if we got any primers in the chat, any spare primes. We got a Rhea Ivor. Deck's great. The Sheoldred was really impressive. The same with the Bloodmage. Being able to exile the Storm the Festivals was pretty good, so I'm a big fan of those changes. The Atraxa came up a couple of times. I don't hate it. I don't love it. The Spinner, I still don't think is really that worth it. I might play a third Haven or maybe like one Oath of Chandra. I like cutting the second Cleric. That seems good. But yeah, not a big fan of the Gargaroth either. I think I'd rather have Tolsimir, especially with Elesh Norn, so I think that's what I'd probably change moving forward. But yeah, good deck. Good deck.